going, we're called IndieSponge. That's for a reason. There's a small project that's been sort of like gaining traction. It was announced perhaps a year ago that one of my favorite actresses of the moment, Andrea Riseborough, was attaching herself to a project. It's called To Leslie, and this week we have John Hawkes and Allison Janney joining this project, which sounds like a rags to riches to something else. And it's based on a true story. Kevin, what's the lowdown on To Leslie?
So this film will tell the story of a single mom in Texas who wins the lottery, squanders it, and then years later sort of has to start like rebuilding her life again. So I agree with you. Andrea Riseborough is one of those actresses that she'll choose something to do, and so you sort of immediately know you're going to have to watch it because she's always that good, and she's always so transformative. It's remarkable, her range, and I think she's actually fairly underrated still, given her performances and what she's able to do. So that alone is exciting, and I mean, you couldn't ask for two better actors to join her who are just veterans and just always going to be a solid foundation to work with in John Hawkes and Allison Janney.
Does feel a little bit white trashy, which for those who did see the film Burden, she had a bit role in that. Perhaps it harkens back to that, but we've seen her disheveled in Nancy. We've seen her sort of like in a different zone in Panos Cosmatos' Mandy, and for me that was a major breakout role for her. I mean, at least turning a new page and allowing a lot of indie filmmakers to go and request her services. She recently was at Sundance with Possessor and Luxor, and so yeah, I'm just like enamored by these choices and who she goes to bat for. In this case, it's a filmmaker named Michael Morris, who's done actually only TV work, most recently with Better Call Saul. And it comes from a place that's really connected to the screenwriter. The screenwriter was actually the child in a situation that we'll see in this film, meaning he saw his mom go through this conflict with her relationships, but also with money and a different lifestyle. So it's going to be something that feels authentic. I can only imagine what it might sound like or look like on paper. But yeah, To Leslie is something that I wouldn't be surprised if we see at a Sundance maybe in 2022.
Couldn't have said it better. I think so. That'll be one to watch for sure as it develops and hopefully is able to shoot once it works around this COVID situation.
Yeah, I think it would be safe to say that a project like that might start shooting in the later stages of the summer. So yeah, To Leslie with three pretty solid actors. I'm Eric Lavallée. I'm editor-in-chief and site owner for IONCINEMA.com. And this is
Kevin Jagernauth, contributing writer for the playlist.
And together we are IndieSponge.